Here's a play between Bikerushownz and Dallas on Barca's Bayou. And Trickster, I believe it's Dallas, is smart account. I used to know for sure which account was his Smurf account, but he's been changing name a lot, so, and I haven't been really following what's been going on in Grey Group for a while, for like a couple of weeks. So I can't see his old account on the ladder, and this account is an account that plays human at extremely high level, so makes sense. And Red King Smurf account is still there. It's what was it? It was I Pray. Yeah, I Pray was his Smurf account. Still there on the second page of the top circle. So Bike Rush goes towards middle, and that became. It used to be that when spawns weren't random, and even for a while after spawns became random, that good player would go to this location because it offers safety of the mountain, basically. The fact that those two spigots are next to each other doesn't really matter, actually, because it takes a long time to move from this to this, and basically by the time you move from one spigot to another, your resources are already pretty much went from yellow to blue. But now, because of random spawns, you have to go towards middle because you have to rush against human player. Because if you don't rush against human players, they just go for the greedy build like that, and then you have no chance to beat them because Goo as a race, they are the weakest in the late game. But because of their ability to produce a lot of units early game and to expand quickly early game, and to change directions of their builds from aggression to economy. Because of all that, good players, when they win, they gain an advantage in the mid game, and the early game, and the mid game, and then they can keep up in the late game. But if you don't gain an advantage in the early game, you will lose the base. Goo units are good, extremely weak in tier 2 units are very costly. So you have to go middle. So here Bike scouts double refinery, and he gets attacked by Trident, so he spawns a small protein, which this is a mistake. You never chase it like that, because when you rush, you want to rush. You don't want, you cannot afford compromise. So you have to keep the Trident off your mother. That is absolutely true. But at the same time, you have to move your small protein towards enemy base, because you want to be attacking turrets as soon as they go up. So you never chase this far. You just chase them off. And if you catch them like that, it's still not a reason. Like you may think like, oh, I caught him, I'm gonna kill him. No, you cannot afford that, because if you delay it even for a second, the turrets will go up. It has to be attack it like attack. You cannot afford the delay, and this is too far. This pretty much is gonna cost back the game, because this is a 15 seconds of completion, and just look how long it will take for the small protein to get to the Dallas base. Yeah. And this is a problem with balance right now. Right now, Goo is, I think, the weakest race. There are some maps that sort of favor Goo, like Coastlands, but I think Edge of Winter might be the only balanced map right now. All other maps pretty much favor a bet for Goo. Not sure. Maybe Plateau is good for Goo. I have to experiment a little bit more because I haven't played for a while. In like a month and a half, or maybe even 2 months, I haven't had any practice, so metagame changed a little bit. But yeah, most maps favor beta or human, and the problem becomes the distances, because generally speaking, one mother rush was always defendable. It's just that usually, as a good player, you could at least force them to sell one refinery. They have to sell a refinery, so their sentinels complete in time. But because the distance has become from base to base became so much longer, it takes bikes so much longer to get across map than diagonally than horizontally. It became pretty much that the second refinery, the worker manages to complete 1 or 2 trips, and they don't have to sell refinery to defend. I think even if small protein would get here earlier, I think still no real difference. The second refinery is already paid for itself. Yeah, you can produce 4, 5, so if you want. Probably just 4 cells at once. But yeah, and the rush has been pretty much defended at this point. So you do this, you do the only thing you can do is harass your extractors. But to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed about killing extractors, because killing extractor, I think a tribunal of 15 seconds is only 150 resources, which is really not fucking at all. Let's see how long it takes to rebuild it. Yeah, 15 seconds. So 150 resources doesn't matter. Really, I mean, you gain. I mean, you're supposed to be trying to gain any edge you can get, but it's not really important. It's not a cause for celebration. You have to, when you're making like a trade, units for extractor or something like that, you have to keep in mind that unless you're ahead enough to be able to throw away units, killing extractor doesn't have such a huge impact as it would be. Basically, don't trade more than 50 resources when force of units into it, or you're being lost. And at this point, Dallas already has 3 extractors and refineries, 5 2 mothers. So that's pretty much game over. I don't think there is anything that the player can do from a position like that. Wait, where is the force refinery? Oh. Yeah, 4 refineries against 3 others. This is and the thing is, the best bike period at this point is on 4 mothers. Even if he didn't rush, he could build on 4 mothers. Maybe even less than 4 mothers. Actually, yeah, probably less than 4 mothers, because Dallas had his Trident lurking around, so he would probably still be on 3 mothers, because Trident would get some harassment in, because bike wouldn't be able to produce. If he wanted to go for an aggressive economic build, he wouldn't be able to produce small protein, or he shouldn't produce small protein if he's going aggressive economy build. And Trident would get some harassment in. Actually, Trident might get 1 protein worth of harassment in. But basically, any way you do it, it will still be delayed mother, and that would be a headache for this location. But Pike moves one of his mother next to Spigot, so he can drop a freshly made mother on him. So despite all of that, he's still not really ahead economically. And Dallas is doing his thing where he has for air, maybe, no.